Hello everybody, this is Fernando for the latest Cryptids and Monsters video. Alright, let's go ahead and let's continue the book, Mysterious Monsters, Fact or Fiction. This one once again having to do with Chapter 1, Part 6, and it's once again continuing the theme associated with the Chupacabras. In fact, there's a sub-chapter that's going to be featured here that's called The Chupacabras is No Ordinary Predator. Looking at some of the information, it's actually linking some of it to UFOs as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how both the world of cryptids and the world of aliens and UFOs are going to cross mingle here within this chapter. And as always, I'd love to hear what your own thoughts are with regards to it. So let's go ahead and let's start this brand new part associated with chapter 1, and then I'll give my own thoughts afterward. So here's what it said. Again, the theme is the Chupacabras is no ordinary predator. Jorge Martin is one of the foremost Hispanic investigators of paranormal phenomenon, in particular UFOs. He is the editor of OVNI Evidencia, a Puerto Rican magazine devoted to UFO research. OVNI is the Spanish term for UFO. When reports of chupacabra encounters in Puerto Rico became widespread, Martin spent months investigating, interviewing witnesses, and seeking conclusive evidence to explain the phenomenon. In the following article, he sums up some of what he found and speculates about the nature of the chupacabras. He claims that the evidence that has been analyzed shows that the chupacabras could be a type of creature known as an anomalous biological entity, ABE, a creature unknown to zoologists at this time and possibly connected to UFOs. Since December 1994, the Caribbean island of Puerto Rico has been the site of a consistent wave of UFO sightings, as well as numerous apparitions of a weird creature which has killed livestock and been dubbed the chupacabras, the goat sucker, by the sensation-seeking media. The creature is apparently responsible for the deaths of cattle, sheep, goats, rabbits, hens, ducks, cats, dogs, etc. After death, the creature appears to extract blood and other fluids from the animal's body. Thousands of animals have been killed, and communities now live in fear. Throughout the killings, the authorities have claimed the deaths are due to the attacks from groups of stray dogs, baboons, or exotic animals illegally introduced in the island's territory. The director of Puerto Rico's Department of Agriculture Veterinary Services Division, man by the name of Hector Garcia, has stated that it could be dogs, that the small puncture wounds observed in the victim's neck are similar to those inflicted by the fangs of canines. He also stated that no other unusual features have been observed in the dead animals examined by his division, and this included no loss of blood. Veterinarian Angel Luis Santana of the private Gardenville Clinic in San Juan said, "It could be a human being who belongs to a religious sect, even other animals. It could also be someone who wants to make fun out of the Puerto Rican people." All of the above official explanations to the enigma have failed to identify the manner in which the animals died, and the observations made of unknown creatures by serious, reliable witnesses all over Puerto Rico. The facts tell a different story. The animals have been found with many small, perfect circular holes, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch in diameter, arranged in pairs of triangular fashion. These penetrate deep into the neck or lower jaws of the victim. Dr. Carlos Soto, a qualified veterinarian, states that the wounds have a regular pattern in many of the cases into the head of the animal, a hole penetrating through the right jaw bone, muscle, and tissue, and then straight into the brain, more specifically directly to the cerebellum, puncturing it and then causing instant death to the animal. This regular type of wound and the path followed by whatever intrudes into the body indicates premeditation and intelligence. Of great interest, the attack reveals a type of euthanasia technique, for this method prevents the attacked animal from suffering. This too revealed intelligence. And then there's mini segment, no ordinary predator. Official research fails to explain the following. If a dog or any known animal predator bites to kill a victim, it must first exert pressure on both sides of the head, neck, or body. In the Chupacabras case files, no trauma, abrasions, scratches, bites, or pressures have been observed by the examiners on the opposite side of the wound, and as such, it becomes obvious we are not dealing with an ordinary predator/carnivore species known to science. The wounds may be similar in appearance to bites inflicted by dogs or baboons, due to them being round and small, but the similarity ends there. Government offices and veterinarians who have followed the official line or policy statements have often refused to reveal data about the wounds. They conveniently ignore the fact that whatever penetrates the animal is at least 3 or 4 inches long, and in a few cases have been known to cauterize the wall of the wound, apparently to prevent excessive blood loss. No known animal species on Earth can do this. Some of the wounds of this type appear on the sides and belly of the victim. This penetration usually cuts through the stomach, down into the liver, apparently removing sections of the organ and absorbing liquid from it. Such actions would require an incision of up to 5 inches, a fact verified during necropsies performed on the animals. The triangular wounds have been noted to enter the body and then hit the liver. While something obviously penetrates the animal, creating extensive trauma and injury and leaving strange material inside the tissue, no natural inflammatory processes have been observed in the dead animal's tissues. This is extremely unnatural. In most cases, the victims lack rigor mortis and remain flexible days after their death. Incredibly, in some incidents, the blood which remained in the body would not clot or coagulate for days following death. Several large holes or cuts have been discovered on some animals. These consist of wounds which range from 1 inch in diameter to 12 inches in length. These particular openings have been located in the neck, chest, belly, and anal areas and appear to have been made with a surgeon's scalpel. Clean-cut openings through which certain organs are excised from the bodies, reproductive, sexual organs, anus, eyes, and other soft tissue have all been removed. Another official explanation identifies the possibility that someone involved with a religious or satanic sect may be responsible. The sheer number of cases appears to negate this potential. The killings occur every day, at all hours, and all over the island. There is no single sect which has anything like the resources to conduct such acts. Only the government could conduct such an operation, but what possible reasons would they have to do this? Many of the killings are associated with strange creatures we have called the anomalous biological entities, ABEs. It is reportedly a cross between a creature known as a gray, alien humanoid, mainly because of the shape of its head and eyes, and what most witnesses describe as the body of a bipedal erect dinosaur, but with no tail. Its head is oval in shape and then has an elongated jaw. 2 elongated red eyes have been reported, together with small holes in the nostril area, a small slit-like mouth with fang-type teeth protruding upwards and downwards from the jaw. Other witnesses have seen small pointed ears, but this feature has not been seen by other witnesses. It appears to have strong, coarse hair all over its body, and whilst most observers claim the hair is black, it has the remarkable ability to change colors at will, almost like a chameleon. In the dark, it will change to black or a deep brown color. In the sunlight area, at least surrounded by vegetation, it changes to green, green-gray, light brown, or beige. The creature has 2 small arms with a 3-fingered clawed hand, and then 2 strong hind legs, again with 3 claws. This appears to enable it to run quickly and leap over trees. Some witnesses allege over 20 feet in a single bound. According to many observations, the creature's legs look almost reptilian or goat-like. It has quill-like appendages running down from the back of its head and down its back, and what seem to be fleshy membranes that change color from blue to green, red to purple, etc. A number of witnesses claim that the creature flaps at incredible speed its tail and appendages, allowing it to actually fly. The tail apparently is used to guide its flight only, controlled mainly by the wings, only occasionally seen to flap. First reported in the town of Orokovos, the ABEs have been sighted in the municipality of Canovanas and in many areas of Puerto Rico. Its habits are both diurnal and nocturnal. As a matter of fact, it has been seen in broad daylight by several witnesses. One such occasion was witnessed by Madeline Tolentino and her neighbors in the Campo Rico municipality of Canovanas. They all observed it walking down a street at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. As they approached it, the creature ran away at a fantastic speed and then escaped. The killings are a great loss to the farmers, and the situation has prompted the president of the Puerto Rico House of Representatives Agricultural Commission, Mr. Juan E. Lopez, to introduce a resolution asking for official investigation to clarify the situation. At this time, it has been brought to my attention that at least 2 of these creatures have been captured by government officers, both from the U.S. federal government and the Puerto Rican government. They were captured before the 6th or 7th of November 1995, one of them in the town of San Lorenzo in the center-east part of Puerto Rico, the other in the National Caribbean rainforest in El Yunque to the east. Both were alive and allegedly taken to the United States by special personnel. Our government keeps denying the facts, yet our people perceive they are being lied to. The killings and encounters with these creatures continue. It is probably due to the fact that the incidents are associated with UFOs and that the government continues to cover up these facts. In fact, let's go ahead and let's end this part here, and then I'll continue the rest of the chapter in the next part. So again, this is chapter 1, part 6. The title, The Chupacabras is No Ordinary Predator. Let's talk about that here. You see right away that this guy, Jorge Martin, is linking these encounters with the Chupacabras with UFOs. He doesn't necessarily state like that UFOs are there and then people see Chupacabras basically gliding down from the UFOs. He hasn't outright stated that, but he has stated that they are within the same vicinity. In fact, it's been the site, as he described it, of a consistent wave of UFO sightings, which in turn now showcase the Chupacabras around the area too. So think of it what you will, but apparently that's the link that he is describing. But otherwise, the chapter goes into detail more of the usual characteristics of the Chupacabras, from the puncture wounds to also how they look like and how they act as well. And then the idea that there's other departments, including government officers and officials, and stating that no, it's nothing along those lines, while at the same time preventing apparently a lot of information from being shared that could link this creature to being, as it was described, not from this earth. And then there was the idea of this, how about that, towards the end, that apparently not 1 but 2 Chupacabras have been captured. And not only that, but there was a date. It was the 6th and the 7th of November 1995. And not only that, but it was a location, place in San Lorenzo, and then the other one at a rainforest in El Yunque. So if that's the truth, then imagine that you have these Chupacabras, even though it's almost 30 years later, they could still be alive and they could be there somewhere in the United States in some secret government area, just being examined to see what's going on with them. That's if you, again, believe that something like that truly happened and they were able to be captured, as elusive as they remain. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about those revelations. And the next part will once again tie in more information about the mysterious link of the UFOs. All right, everybody. Thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.